Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Y'all, we back live in the Den flagship show, LegacyInternetRadio.com. Peace to everybody that's out there listening to a special peace to my main man, Ben. Good looking out on what you just sent me, my brother. I appreciate the love and support. You always holding us down. Tell my little homie I said peace, and the whole crew here, Legacy Internet Radio says peace. Sending some love back to my hometown, Jersey City, New Jersey. Peace to everybody back home that's listening to us. As we do what we do every single week, we go around the room, we get in our rants, we get in our closings. And this week, we got my main man, K-Dub, that's going to lead it off. What you got, my brother?
Yeah, hey, really, I didn't have anything written down, so I'm going to just go off the top of the dome and just say a few things and just let it go. Listen, man, we as people need to hold each other accountable and hold ourselves to a higher standard. We was talking about pride earlier. We need to be more proud of who we are and our history, and hopefully that will allow us to change some things. For the holiday coming up, man, this is the end of the year. Family. Reach out to those family members, man. Hopefully at the end of the year, this is the time of year that you kind of get with your family and reflect on the past year, whatever. But also understand that there's some people out here that don't have anybody. So sometimes, just giving a person a call or sending them an email, let them know that you're thinking about them. It may change their day, it may change their week, it may change their outlook on life. So always remember all of those that's less fortunate. And really, that's really it, man. That's really it. Peace and love to everybody out there that hear my voice or what have you. And till the next time we speak, peace.
That's what it is. My main man, K-Dub, my brother, my partner, my friend. Glad to have you, man. It's good to have you back on it.
One last thing real quick, man.
What you got?
On the sports end of it real quick, all you non-Giants fans, that's Washington, Philadelphia, and Dallas Cowboy fans, don't think I don't hear you out there getting a little scared right now. I'll end it on that.
That's what it is, bro. See, I made a point of not going there, but hey, look,
I went there. Don't worry about it. I got you.
You held me down.
I got you. Don't worry about it. If I got a problem with it, you know where to find me.
That's what it is. We got a Skins fan in the room that the one thing that I'll say about Ruben is he's not a big trash talker. So I guess we can't throw no darts at him. But I'm not a big trash talker either. But I will echo the sentiment that assuming that the Redskins beat the Eagles this week, which they probably will. And the Giants beat who do we play? Green Bay with the third string quarterback. We could be set up for the following week playing Dallas for first place after having started 0-6. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And you know how to stab with Marcus J. K-Dub. Thanks for being with us, brother. Oh, and by the way, your man Marcus J. has broken the curse. I ain't bad luck no more, man.
You're officially allowed back in Atlanta to watch the Atlanta Hawks versus New York Knicks game.
That's what it is.
The restriction has been lifted.
I appreciate that, brother. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, now, peace, everybody.
All right, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. That's my brother K-Dub. Everybody is waving at him. Peace. Time to keep it moving with the rants and the closings. Tony, you up, girl? What you got?
I would like to say
it's Lissa P. I was fine till Lissa P got here.
Did she give you the giggles?
Yeah, oh my gosh. No, it was great being back with you guys. I'm sorry I wasn't here last month. And I just K-Dub just reminded me that I won't be back until after Thanksgiving. But I would just
you can come next week.
Oh yeah, they did come.
Yeah,
come next week.
because what we talked about the pride, we're gonna want to hear about. We're gonna want to hear from you.
Yeah, maybe I'll see what I can do, but certainly, be safe, everybody. Please be safe as you're traveling. And for those of you who really dread spending the holidays with your families, start a tradition at your own home. Cook for yourself. Prepare your own meals, so you don't have to be subject to the cruelties and arguments and just discomfort of being around people who annoy you. You can cook at home.
I can dig it.
Ruben's giving me the stank eye. I can cook, so that's not a problem for me. But I'm just saying, it's nice to start your own traditions. Maybe give your mom a break, give your aunties a break. Invite them over to your house this year and let them eat at your house. Or just have your own little immediate family there and have a nice, peaceful day.
I can dig it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Keeping it moving. We got the lady herself, comedian that's Lissa P.
Ow, ow.
What you got, girl?
First of all, thanks again to all the crew at Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Miss Tony, it's always sexy to see you, sugar. I'm still waiting for you to come on our show, which is Wednesdays, just for a reminder. It's called The Green Room with Jay Grizzy and comedian Lissa P, just in case you didn't know, but there you go. So yeah, I just want to say again, kind of piggybacking on what Tony said, the holidays are coming up. Everybody show love, give peace, show peace. You know, start your own tradition. If you're an asshole, you know, before holidays, don't go to the new year being an asshole. Start something new. Try not to be an asshole. You feel me? So again, once again, everybody be good. Make sure you continue to follow the movement of Legacy Internet Radio. We've got good things coming to y'all, for y'all, to show you. You can check out our t-shirts as well, the Legacy t-shirts. You can check it on any of our pages because we have them up. We will have them on, so you'll see those pictures as well. But again, like I said, just show love, be love, and everything else will fall into place. Peace and blessings.
Appreciate it. Comedian that's Lissa P.
Ow.
You can hear her with Jay Grizzy every single Wednesday. 7 to 9, right here, Legacy Internet Radio. They live in the den, and we love Wednesdays up in this joint. So
yeah,
ain't no half
we
stepping
love Wednesdays
with Marcus J.
Ow.
All right, Big Rube. You got the look about you right now. I'm not sure how I feel about the look about you, but I'm hoping that you're ready to smash him, and you got some new music tonight. So what you got going on, my brother? You ready to smash?
Of course. Big Rube, it's a smash. First of all, I'd like to say Happy Veterans Day to all of those who have served or is currently serving. I have a lot of family in my people in my family who have served and is currently serving. So, you know, big up to them. Of course, you know, big up to my dad. My dad's 36 years. I believe it's 36 years in the Army Reserve. So big up for him for doing what he did. And of course, you know, I have other members of my family who are in the who were in the Corps or are in the Corps now, or the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, whatever. National Guard. I appreciate y'all for doing what you do. It's not going to be too long today. I actually just have one question. How is it that we as a people can come together to fight for our ultimate freedom, yet we end up fighting each other over stupidity? It's actually pretty annoying, and I don't understand how you can sit here and fight right beside the dude you hate or the girl you hate, you know, for the common goal of supposedly having freedom, yet when you get back home, you back to your old stupid foolishness, you know? And it's, I guess I just choose not to think about it because ignorance is ignorance, and there's really nothing I can do about the ignorance that other people have. The only thing I can do is continue to keep myself from being ignorant. Just because I do realize everything is going on, that does not mean I need to, you know, talk about it or whatever. You know, it is what it is. People do what they do. But the biggest question here is, how can you stand beside someone that you don't like for whatever reason in order to stay free, but then come back home and do nothing but fight with your neighbor or the person you went to war with? To me, that's incredibly stupid. And, you know, honestly, that's really all I have to say today. Big Roo, smash, I'm done.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank you so much, Big Roo. That was a good one. Appreciate it. Just want to kind of go through all of my thank yous. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. In the early part of the show, we had some technical difficulties that we had some challenges, but we got through it. The listeners and the crew and everybody who is affiliated with us here at Legacy Internet Radio. I want a special thanks to Ben. You know what you did for me tonight. Appreciate it, my brother. Said, Michelle. I want to thank K-Dub for being with us. We were blessed with him for the entire show. I want to thank Tony for joining us here in her monthly spot. And a special thanks to comedian Lissa P for joining us here tonight. And of course my partner, my sidekick. I'm his sidekick as well, Big Rube. We got two Batmans up in this joint. I also want to go ahead and remind everybody of the programming here that we have, Legacy Internet Radio. We got Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. You can hear us every single Monday night from 7 to 9:30. We replay this show here on Friday nights from 7 to 9:30. Tuesdays, we got Enliven Radio with Mr. LP Steven Sykes, as well as Mr. Sincere. And I understand he may be having some surprises coming to you guys here soon. And I've got a surprise coming for you guys here as I continue here, as I get through my thank yous. Wednesday night, we've got the Green Room with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P. The Green Room version 2.0, I should say, with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P here every single Wednesday night from 7 to 9. And debuting on December 5th, right here on Legacy Internet Radio, we got a new show that's going to be joining us. We got the crew of Iron Horse Radio, used to be on another station here in town. The crew of Iron Horse Radio will be debuting right here on Legacy Internet Radio on December 5th, which is the first Thursday in December, 7 to 9. Iron Horse Radio, anybody knows anything about Iron Horses, that's motorcycles, so we're going to be talking all about motorcycle culture. And I'm looking forward to that. That show is going to be hosted by the crew of Iron Horse Radio, and they are fronted by my sister Cinemax. So I'm looking forward to hearing that show. The music only show, Did They Just Play That, is not being canceled, but it's just being moved. So in December, Did They Just Play That will be moved from Thursday night to Friday night. The pre-scandal mix is what I used to call it, so it'll just be the Friday night party night. And of course, the Ain't No Half Steppin' on Marcus J replay will be the show that's actually canceled, so we won't be replaying that show any longer. So if you want to hear us, you can hear us live on Monday nights. You can catch us up on MixLR, where we have the shows there on demand, as well as on YouTube. And then on Saturday, we replay Did They Just Play That? And then we also have Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez. So Saturday's our music only day. So we got a lot going on. We got some surprises, and we got a lot of growth going on here at Legacy Internet Radio. And we're all excited to be a part of it. So at this time, it's time for me to do my rant, and it's time for me to do my closing. So as I say every single week, please indulge me and allow me. And like Ruben, I'll be somewhat brief, but hopefully there'll be some poignance in my words. Today, of course, we celebrate Veterans Day in the United States of America. Many folks view this day as a day that you get off from work, school, or maybe you didn't get any mail, or some other kind of trivial observance that some folks usually have for a day like this. They see it as just being another holiday. Well, let me be the one to tell you that is definitely not just another holiday. Everybody knows somebody who either has served or is currently serving. And when I consider the history in the country that we live in, I can't fathom not living how we live, and the lives and the freedoms that we have, in large part, are directly linked to the people who serve in the armed forces here in the United States of America. When you consider that during the earlier wars in our country, most of the men who were actually in the country served. Like, think about that for a second. Like, most of the men in the country served. Just imagine a time where men were drafted into the armed services and gladly went to serve and protect us. Several men in one family went. Several generations of the same family sometimes went. And just think what a draft would be like today with today's mentality. I personally cannot imagine what it would be like to be drafted. My father, Pop J, was drafted and served his time between the Korean War and the Vietnam War. Thankfully, he is still here with us, and he's a veteran. Several of my uncles were veterans. Two of my best friends are veterans. One served his time during the Gulf War, and the other served her time in Afghanistan. She actually was wounded, saving the lives of Afghanistan civilians who were caught up in the crossfire of war. And thankfully, she's home with her family, and those civilians were able to go home to theirs due to her heroics. My pop was drafted, like I said, but my friends volunteered to serve their country, our country, with pride and dignity, risking their own lives for the honor of being called an American. And when I I actually have a lot of issues with the social ills of saying that I'm American. Days like this, Veterans Day, it's a day of remembrance for the sacrifices for the folks who represent us around the world. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge those sacrifices, the people in my family and the people in the family of the other veterans. So I'd venture to say, again, as I stated before, everyone knows someone who has served or is currently serving or is even contemplating service. But the key to all of this, as far as I'm concerned, is you do not have to support the wars to support the troops. And I feel real strong about that. So on behalf of the crew and the family here at Legacy Internet Radio, I'd like to say Happy Veterans Day, a personal Happy Veterans Day to our sister Tony, who is a veteran. Happy Veterans Day to all the servicemen and women and their families. We thank you for your service and your sacrifice. We thank you for giving your time, your energy, and unfortunately, in some cases, your lives to make ours more safe and more secure. I close by saying again, you do not have to support the wars to support the troops. That's the Merc. Marcus's unrelated rant. Ain't got nothing to do with what we're in here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. And you know how Steppin with Marcus J. Be back here next week. Peace.